welcome to Rebalance Physiotherapy Pilates at Home. For today's class, you're just going to need a mat, a headrest, a foam roller, and then 2 light weights. So we'll get started with the warm-up. We'll start off on our hands and knees. So starting off with the knees directly below your hips, hands directly below your shoulders. Dropping the ribcage down all the way, arching the back, looking up in front. And then rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. Rounding out the spine, looking down between the knees. Dropping the ribcage down, arching the back, looking up in front. And then once more, rounding out the spine all the way, looking down between the knees. Then coming to a neutral flat back position, straightening out the right leg behind and the left arm in front. Keeping the back nice and flat, then just some small circles with the arm and leg. Gradually make the circles a little bit bigger. Trying to keep the back flat. And lower down. Left leg, right arm. Small circles with the arm and leg. Keep looking down towards the mat, keeping the low back flat. Gradually make the circles bigger. And lower down. Dig the toes underneath. Pinch the shoulders back. Lift the knees up a few inches. Bring the right hand to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right shoulder. Make sure the hips aren't moving like this. Try to keep the body nice and still. Alternating each side. Good. Right, left, right, left. One more on the right, one more on the left. Lower down. Dig the toes in, pinch the shoulders back, lift the knees up, lift up the right foot and the left foot. Right, left, right, left, right, left. One more on the right, one more on the left. Lower down. Shift the weight to the left side, straighten out the right leg and the right arm. Try to keep the hips level to the mat. Once you have your balance, small circles. Keep looking down towards your left hand. And lower down. Shift your weight to the right side, straighten out the left leg and the left arm. Once you have your balance, small circles. Keeping the hips parallel to the mat. And lower down. Then we're going to come into a high plank, so walk the feet back. Make sure your back is nice and flat, that you're not poking up like this or dropping down. So nice and strong through the core. Hug your belly button in towards your spine. If you want to make it easier, just bring the feet a bit wider. Otherwise, walk the feet in closer to make it harder. We're going to hold this for 5 more seconds. If you want to make it easier again, you could even come down to the forearms, but try to stay up if you can. And rest the knees down. Lifting up into a high plank again. Walk the right hand to the center of the mat, opening up, stretching out the chest, and then switch. One more this way, opening up, and one more the opposite way. Back to the center, lower down. Straighten the right leg out behind. If you want to make it harder, lift up the left arm. We're going to bend the right leg. Small pulses up to the ceiling. Good, we're doing 20 pulses. Working the gluteus maximus on the right side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. If you want to make it easier, just bring the arm down. Otherwise, keep the arm up in front, just to challenge your balance a little bit more. So small movements. Make sure your leg isn't coming down like this, so it's not a big movement, it's just a small little pulse. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Bring the knees apart nice and wide. Grab the roller. Toes together, knees apart, sinking down towards the mat. Using the roller just to get a deeper stretch into the shoulders and into the thoracic spine. You also get a better stretch into the lats when you have a roller like this. If you don't have a roller, just bring the hands flat on the mat. Otherwise, try to push down through the roller. Lift the hips up slightly and then just sinking down once more. Stretching a bit deeper into the shoulder joint. Perfect. And then we'll put the roller to the side and come onto your back. Starting off with some toe taps. Imprinting the spine, bring the legs in a tabletop. Tap the right foot down off the mat, and then the left. Nice soft taps, shoulders are relaxed. Make sure your low back stays pressed into the mat. Gradually tapping further away, as long as your low back doesn't lift. And if you want to make this harder, you can grab a weight in each hand. Hold the hands just directly above the shoulder joints. And as you tap the right foot down, bring the left arm back. Left foot, right arm. Right foot, left arm. So alternating each side. Or you can even just hold both arms still if you want. Good. 2 more. Last one. Squeeze the legs together. Tap both feet down. And if you want to make it harder, bring the arms back behind you as you tap down, and then return to the starting position. Really pushing the low back down and the rib cage down, making sure it doesn't flare as you reach back. Just working the upper abdominals a little bit more with this one. Good, we have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting down, put the weights to the side. Grab the roller. Start with both feet on the roller. Elbows on the mat. Imprint the spine, lifting the hips up, squeezing the glutes. Slowly lower down. Imprint and lift. And lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. Good, trying to keep the feet still on the roller. Imprint and lift. And lower, 3 more. 2. And last one. And then cross the arms across the chest, shoulders are relaxed. Imprint and lift. And lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. Good. And lower, making sure not to overextend at the top. 4 more. 3, 2, and the last one. And lower down. Then we'll grab a weight in each hand, holding the weights just in front of your shoulders. Imprint the spine, lift the hips up, and lower. Imprint and lift. And lower, imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Keep the hips up, bring the right arm out to the side, back to the start, left arm, and back to the start, right arm, and left arm, right arm. Keep the body still, keep the hips up. Right arm, left arm. 2 more on the right, 2 more on the left. Last one on the right, and last one on the left. And lower down. Put the weights to the side. Then we'll do a few single leg bridges, so bring the roller or ball, whatever you have, under the right foot. You can do these on the ground as well if you don't have a roller or ball. Right foot on the mat, left knee into the chest, elbows by your side. Imprint the spine, lift the hips up, and lower. Imprint and lift, and lower. imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower, imprint and lift, and lower. 3 more. 2. Last one. Straighten the left leg. Big circles with the left leg. Keep the hips up nice and high. Gradually make the circles bigger. Make sure the left hip doesn't drop, keeping the hips up nice and high. Good. 2 more. Last one. And lower down. Switching over. Left foot on the roller. Right knee into the chest. Elbows by your side. Imprint and lift. And lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. Keeping that right knee into your chest. Imprint and lift. And lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. Good. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Keep the hips up. Straighten up the right leg. Big circles. Make sure that right knee is twisting out slightly. Keeping the hips up nice and high. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right knee. Rest the hips down. 1 more set on each leg. Right foot on the roller, left knee to the chest. Then we're going to have the left elbow down and the right knee across the chest. If you want to make it harder, cross both arms. Otherwise, keep both elbows down to make it easier. Imprint, lift the hips up and lower. Imprint and lift and lower. Imprint and lift and lower. Imprint and lift and lower. Good. Keep getting the hips up each time. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Switching over. Right knee into the chest. Left foot on the roller. And then we have the left elbow down and the right arm across the chest. Imprint the spine. Lift the hips up and lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. Good. Imprint and lift. And lower. Imprint and lift. And lower. 3 more. 2. And 1. Lower down. Put the roller to the side. Resting down. Imprint the spine. Bring the legs in a tabletop. Straighten the legs up. Small flutter kicks with the legs. Keeping the spine imprinted. Gradually making them a little bit bigger. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Drawing your belly button in towards your spine. You should still be breathing normally here. Don't hold your breath. See if you could bring the flutter kicks down a little bit lower, keeping the spine imprinted. If this is difficult for you, just bring the feet up a little bit higher. Lower down, it's just harder for the lower abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. So we're going to grab one weight in the right hand. We're going to bring the legs in the tabletop. And then we're going to bring the left arm out to the side. So just into a T position like this. So left arm out to the side, weight in the right hand. Keep the left arm down as you reach up towards the ceiling. And then lower back down. So reaching up and back down. So working the obliques. Reaching up and lower back down. Perfect. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. And then we're going to do 10 pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Left arm up. Right arm out to the side. Legs in the tabletop. Rolling up, reaching up to the ceiling, and back down. Reaching up, and back down. Perfect. Making sure that left shoulder blade lifts up all the way. Reaching up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, straighten the legs out. Grab a weight in each hand. Squeeze the legs together, reach the arms back. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders pinched. Slowly rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Reaching back. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Slowly rolling down. And rolling up. Shoulders pinched, rolling down. If you want to make it harder, reaching up. And slowly lower. Rolling up. And lower down. Keep the legs heavy on the mat. And lower. The slower you go down, the harder it is. One more here. And lower. Put the weights to the side. Try a few with the hands behind the head if you can. Otherwise, keep reaching up. We're just going to do 3 with the hands behind the head just to keep working on these each week. Chin to the chest, rolling forward. Keeping the elbows out. Slowly rolling down. 2 more. Rolling up. And slowly rolling down. Keep the elbows out. 1 more. Rolling up. And slowly rolling down. Perfect. Bending the knees. Grabbing a weight again in each hand. Reaching the arms back. Squeeze the legs together. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up in a boat pose. And then slowly rolling down. Rolling up. And slowly rolling down. Keep the legs squeezed together. Then we're going to straighten the right leg. Lower and lift. Keep the shoulders pinched. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, rolling back. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Straighten the left leg. Good. Keep the shoulders pinched. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, rolling back. You can rest the feet down just for a second. Now, as we roll up, we're going to do circles. So we're going to do circles on the right leg first, and then we'll roll back down, and then we'll do circles on the left leg. Reaching back. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Straighten the right leg, lower it halfway down. Small circles. If you need to lower the bottom leg, you can, but try to keep the left leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling back. And arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Left leg, lower halfway. Small circles with the left leg. Keep the shoulders pinched. Try to keep the right leg as still as possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling back. We have 2 more here. Reaching back, legs to tabletop. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Keep the legs squeezed together. Then straighten the legs and bend. Straighten and bend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rolling back. And then one last one here in boat pose. We're just going to finish off with Russian twist. So just twisting back and forth. We're going to switch to 1 weight for this one. Legs are in tabletop, reaching the arms back, just holding the 1 weight. Arms forward, chin to chest, rolling up. Tapping the weight to the right, tapping to the left. Good. If you need to, just resting the feet down. Make sure you're leaning back. So you don't want to be tapping in front of your legs. You want to be tapping close to your body so that you're rotating. You're really working the obliques. Keep the legs squeezed together. We have 10 more seconds. Try to touch the mat if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, rolling back, rock side to side. Hopefully you felt that in the core and on the sides. You shouldn't be feeling that in the low back. Put the weights to the side. We'll do a few more for the lower abdominals. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop. Squeeze the legs together, lower the legs a few inches. Lift them back up. Lower and lift. The further you lower down, the harder it is. Lower and lift. 5, 4, keep the spine imprinted. 3, 2, and 1. Rest the legs down. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop. Chin to the chest, rolling forward. Right hand to get to the right ankle. Left hand to the inside of the right knee. And switch. Really rolling forward, reaching for the ankle, tapping the legs. Try not to grab them. So you just want a soft tap. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, squeeze legs together, hands behind the head, chin to the chest, rolling forward, elbows and knees in together, knees and elbows apart. In together and apart, together and apart. If you want to make it easier, kick higher. If you want to make it harder, kick lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. Imprint the spine, legs to tabletop. Straighten the legs up, chin to the chest, rolling forward. Start to beat the arms for in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 4, 5, into 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, into 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, into 4, 5, out 2, 4, 5, into 4, 5, out 2, 3, 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 4, 5. Last one. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Resting down. Then we're going to come onto our stomachs, forehead resting on your hands. Bring the weights down by your sides if you have them, just to make the next few a little bit harder. Forehead resting on your hands. Pressing the hips into the mat. Lift the upper body up off the mat and lower back down. Lifting up and lower. Make sure the legs don't lift. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep the upper body up. Lift the right leg and the left leg. So try to lift straight up. Right, left, right, left, right. Keep the legs straight. Good. Right, left. One more on the right, one more on the left. Lift both legs up. Small flutter kicks. Keep pinching the shoulders back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist the feet out, heels together. So you're bringing the heels in together and apart. So you're tapping the heels together. Squeezing the glutes. Try to keep the upper body up if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting down. Lift the left thigh up and then small pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, right leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Bring the hands down by your side. Grab a weight in each hand if you want to make it harder. Squeeze the legs together, press the hips into the mat. Lift the upper body up, twist the arms back, pinch the shoulders together, and lower down. Keep looking down towards the mat. And lower, lift, and lower, lift, and lower. 4, 3, 2. Keep the upper body up. Lift both legs and lower. Lift and lower. 3. Keep the legs squeezed together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring the arms up in front. Keep the weights if you want to make it harder, otherwise don't use any weights. Squeeze the legs together. Press the hips into the mat. Lift up the upper body and the lower body, and lower. Lifting everything up, and lower. Lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Hands under the shoulders. Keep the legs squeezed together. Lifting the upper body up off the mat into a cobra. So whichever you feel comfortable with, either a mini cobra or a full. And then lower back down. We'll do 2 more. These are really good if you've been sitting a lot. And lower, we'll do 1 more. Lifting up. This should feel like a nice stretch. It shouldn't be painful, so if it's painful at all, just lower down into this position. And then we'll just push back into child's pose 1 more time, just to stretch out the upper back. Walking the hands to the left, shifting your weight to the right side, stretching out the lats all down the right side of the body. And then hands to the right, shifting to the left, stretching out the left side of the body. And then we'll come onto our side, legs straight out, elbow under the shoulder. So we're gonna do a few with the legs straight and then a few with the knees bent. So if you can, try to keep the legs straight for the first few, otherwise you can bend the bottom knee to make it a bit easier. So elbow directly under your shoulder, hand either on your waist or straight up, lifting the hips up and lower for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Next one. Hips up. Lift the top leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Bending the bottom knee for the next few. If you want, you can keep the legs straight if you want to make it harder. Lifting the hips up, lift the top leg, big circles forward for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Make sure if your bottom knee is bent that it's not way up here, so that your body's in a straight line. Hips up, cycling forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Resting all the way down, grab the top of the ankle to stretch out the front of the thigh. And then switching to the opposite side. Starting off with the legs straight. And when you're ready, lifting the hips up and lower for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more with the legs straight, and then just a few with the knee bent. Hips up nice and high. Lift the top leg and lower for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Bending the bottom knee. Sorry, I almost skipped a few. Bending the bottom knee onto the elbow still for just 3 more. Lifting the hips up, top leg up, big circles forward for 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Lower. Only 2 more. Hips up nice and high, top leg up, cycling forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Grab the top of the ankle, stretching out the quads on the right side. Tucking your rib cage down, make sure you're not arching through the low back. Letting go of the leg, now we'll come onto our backs to stretch out the legs. Starting off, hooking the right knee into your chest, shoulders are relaxed. Then grabbing the right leg with the left arm, right arm out to the side as you pull the knee across into a spinal twist. Back to the center, left knee to the chest. Left arm out to the side, left knee across the body. Back to the center, bending both knees, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Grab behind the left thigh, pull the knee into your chest. Hopefully you're feeling the stretch into the right glutes. You might feel a bit into the hamstring as well, but we're mainly focusing on the glutes for this stretch. And then we'll get the opposite side. Keep the head resting down for this one. Shoulders relaxed. And then left foot down on the mat, straighten up the right leg to stretch the hamstrings on the right. And then bend the knee, hold the knee into your chest, and then straighten the leg up again. So now we're going to stretch the semimembranosus and tendinosus. So 2 other hamstring muscles that are deeper. Good, so holding the knee and then trying to straighten the leg from there. So you should feel the stretch a little bit higher up. And then switching, so starting off straightening the knee. Bending the knee, holding the knee in tight, and then straightening the leg up. So try to keep the knee into the chest. And then back to the center, and then we will finish there.